Hey folks, DarkMistro here, and yeah, it's a 25 to midnight vlog is this. Yep, and I don't know why I'm doing my night. You know, it's probably just it's about my family is not awake, which means they don't get to listen in to what I'm saying. Unless one of them wakes up and then goes to the bathroom, and I guess they probably will. Right, but anyway though, folks. Well, I may as well. I'm wearing my headphones. Yeah, and this hat you may remember I wore it in a memory lane video for when it came to the Bloody Raw video, which I did, which I really need to get memory lanes back up again. But unfortunately, I don't quite remember which part on my PC I used for the controller, which means I can plug it in, but there's a good chance it won't work. And hopefully, fingers crossed, if I do start them up, I should have a bit more inspiration to do them. With these vlogs, oddly enough, I've been able to do more vlogs recently. I haven't a fucking clue why, but you know, just something that something happens or gets done. You know? Yeah, and what shall I say? But another thing as well, folks. Hopefully, fingers crossed, I should be able to do the game recording on the what's the fucking date there? 14th, which means I should be able to get them started on the 15th. Hopefully, fingers crossed. And at the weekend, with some more luck, if I get paid at the weekend, I should be able to get Killing Floor. Yeah, which should be quite a bit of fun actually. Yeah. And I've never been on Killing Floor, but I've seen it, but I don't have a lot of mates who can play it and so forth like that, because one of my mates is too poor, one of them is not on Steam, and another mate of mine who does have it, unfortunately, has his own YouTube page and is having to work, and, and they're having to work pretty much every day on their page, which is, you know, it's been pretty good for them. Yeah, and I've also having to do my other work as well, which is my painting side. Which actually, folks, I do actually have I have 3 models here, but I'm just gonna show you 2 of them for the time being, as I'm gonna save one of them for another time. Yeah. Now, many of you may remember then that I collect chaos, and out of a pretty much a random time, I actually decided to build a group under each Chaos God, and this one's my noble one. Hopefully you should be able to see it if it's good enough. There you go. You might not be able to see it clearly because, you know, webcam sucks badly. Yeah, there you go. And I see the icon's pretty good. Custom base there. Let me see if I can get it better. There we go. But I hold on that there. As you can see there, basically just 2 bits of cork that have been attached onto each foot, and then I put some green stuff, which is basically like putty really. I did that for a bit of the base to give it that slime effect. Yeah, wait, this guy is actually my first my real first attempt with green stuff work. And then there's my most recent Chaos Lord, which is a little bit bigger. You're gonna notice a bit bigger now, and this is actually my Slanesh one, which is the Chaos God of Excess, well, Goddess, God, depending on how you see it really. That's this guy here. Basically here, with a mask, gave it a bit of vanity to it to make it look like he actually does care about how he looks. And you see there, tentacle painfully there. That bit there, bit of tentacle coming out, and on his back at the centre of at the centre of his spine, well, say spine, the centre of his back, but no tentacle, look like it's sort of protruded out. And there's a power fist, see there. I used the Hellbrute arm for that one, and you may see it has actually got an eye on the back of the hand. See like that? And the tubes are being done in the pinkest energy, and been given golden pipes. And then with the entire green stuff made left arm, and the right arm, which actually is, let me see, I think it was 3 green stuff. It was 4 green stuff rolled up. The first bit was actually for the joint, as you can see. As you can see around here-ish, like that. That bit there. Up there. And then you can see the other 3, which I have done. These actually is 1 main tentacle, which is this one there. And then I've done 2 more tentacles wrapped around it to make it look like it's actually coiled around themselves to make it one big arm. And the third one which I have here, which I'm not going to show, which actually, I'll show you as well. This is my Demon Herald of Khorne, which is actually, blood, God, Skull film. And it's this guy here. Yeah, this guy is my first demon. Don't mess with the Ring of Skulls. And if I had a better webcam, I'd probably show you much better graphic of this. Yep, and that's how it looks. Like that. See, if you want to see some more pictures of them, then do feel free to go on to DarkMistro. And, oh god. And you should be able to see them there if they're not already on there. And if they're not, then I'll make a video showing off some of the HQs I've got of the army. Another more folks then, the main reason why I made this vlog as well, which is just a side bit. This is actually, as it's Halloween, that a lot of people do have fears. And at Halloween time, the fears can sometimes emerge, so they actually rise up to the surface, and you get to see some people's real fear. For the moment, that's better. Yeah, of that. And pretty much know then. Yeah, maybe we'll have some very common fears like spiders, open spaces, enclosed spaces, and there are a lot more common phobias than that. But yeah, I don't really fully know them at the moment. I've forgotten them. Oh, there's a phobia of needles, which I actually have. Yeah. I can't stand needles. I really can. And I know that my mate, who I actually saw last week, they actually have a few needles as well, which made it pretty interesting as well. And but that. And there is one very sort of a strange sort of fear, I guess, but I'm not too sure if it's actually a real one or not, or it's just subconscious, stuff like that. And that one is loneliness. That is like the biggest subconscious fear is actually of loneliness. And I must admit, I actually suffer from that. I am petrified of being alone. Yeah. And not in the conventional sense, but I'm just really, I hate being single, pretty much. Well, unfortunately, when you go through the high school and schools, and you're never the one who really stood out to people, and you get pretty much bullied 24/7 because of, not being normal, supposedly. But then again, at my high school I went to, if you pretty much had a one random twitch of your little finger, you'll be deemed not normal, and you will be bullied until the day when you either take a drastic step for the worse, or you somehow find someone who's even lower down the food chain for them to actually move on to, and just hope then that they don't come back to you. Sadly, I was at the bottom. Yeah, I pretty much was a ghost in my high school. Pretty much, yep. And until I went shadowing on to a college course I was interested in, which was animal care. Went on there. And pretty much know them first, but you do know then, was that how sometimes you can find like your soulmate, really early on, and stuff like that. Sometimes if you're really lucky, if you're not lucky, then you end up being for a long time ahead. Well, when I actually went to shadowing, I actually found my soulmate as well. I actually found her, yeah, which was very lucky actually. I did that, but unfortunately, yeah, I met her too soon in my life. Sadly, I think, as went out with her. Really great, just perfect couple. But when I went to college, yeah, due to a huge incident involving me, and I actually caused it, and I'm still really hurting inside because of it. Yeah, I unfortunately caused her to actually not like me anymore. Pretty much just became. Yeah, I really badly hurt her inside, and after that incident, although to her I didn't look hurt, I actually got a wound inside. Yeah, because of that. Because, I believe in comes from that. What comes from any bad something that you do will come back to haunt you. It did with me, in a very bad way. And it's been 7 years since then. Hopefully, fingers crossed. Who knows? Maybe after the Halloween time, I may be able to, try and meet up with them again and get to speak to them again. Yeah, and as many people know, the future is completely shrouded. You don't know what will happen, and with how I believe and stuff as well. Then, I let whatever happens. If it's a flow of the moment, I just let the moment just flow, and I don't try and stop it unless I really, really need to, like as I do. But unfortunately, the person who, used to love me, unfortunately, loves me, but not in a way which I remember. Doesn't believe in that, so I'm hoping that maybe one day she might be able to understand. Yeah. Anyway, so that me, just babbling on and getting stuck on the plane. So for me, DarkMistro, thank you very much for watching. I will be bringing another vlog for you, hopefully in a day or two, depending. As I might actually show off a model or a group model which I've actually been doing as a custom squad for my 40k Chaos Army. Now, I know what people are thinking, and this is a proper custom of it. It is not a conversion. Well, it isn't. It isn't. It is conversion using different parts of the models, putting them together. But the squad is actually going to be a custom one. I'm going to be writing up the stats for them, making them work, giving them the points to be actually usable. I have limited myself to only 5 in a low point game, so like maybe 1,000, 1,500 points, and only allowed to have 10 in a 2,000 point or above army. Pretty much. Because what they're going to be having, and each of my Chaos Gods groups that I've got. So it's Khorne is my main one, which I want the custom squad built up and I'm painting them at the moment. There's going to be my Nurgle, there's going to be my Slanesh, there's going to be my Sneech, and there's going to be my Mawis. That is right though, them folks then. Because there's usually 4 main Chaos Gods, but there actually is a 5th, which is the god of Mawis and Mayhem. And I actually decided it seemed pretty left out, so what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to build a Splinter army based on him, and he basically is like metal based, all about complete mayhem, destruction of it. And I'm actually going to build that side up like from the film Tetsuo, which is a Japanese psychological horror film which actually became a cult. Yep, it's called Tetsuo the Iron Man. That film, many of you may have heard of it, many of you might not have heard of it. If you have heard of it and you watched it and you like it, good for you. And if you have never seen it but you don't like, well, sort of things which might be disturbing, I'd recommend you either find someone who doesn't get disturbed easier and watch them with them, or you don't watch it and you just hear someone else tell you about the film with a bit more censored. Sideway. But anyway though, folks, so do please have a very good morning, afternoon, evening, night, wherever you are, folks. See you later, have a lot of fun. If you want to if you want to subscribe, do feel free so, and I will make another vlog, as I already said, hopefully in the next day or two. And if you want to something like that, I just had to open up a bit then, yeah. I'm a little bit paranoid. Yeah, and if you want to leave a like, do feel free to work. It's always good to see I'm doing something fucking right for you all. And if you want to leave a comment, do feel free to. I'll read it. I shall reply back to it as soon as I can, or as soon as I see it, depending which one comes first, you know. Alright, so for me, see y'all later. Have a lot of fun, y'all.